Hey everyone, my name is James and welcome back to ChippysCouch. So today's episode of Terraria Overhaul, I really want to tick off like a personal goal of mine, and that goal is to defeat the Dungeon Defenders event in an actual Let's Play, because I was looking back and I've never done it in any of my series. I do this thing where I go to do it and then I lose and I go, I lost. And I don't want to do that again. So I feel like today I'm probably going to lose, but I'm actually going to crack on. Like, I'm motivated to do this. And within Terraria Overhaul as well, this seems so sick because we will eventually do Betsy. Now, Betsy is a boss in Terraria that I don't feel like a lot of people have come up against. One, because it's not on the console version. And two, because not a lot of people do the Dungeon Defenders event. But Betsy can actually roll. She has a little rolling attack where she kind of like spins in the air, almost like this. And I thought that'd be very thematic for Terraria Overhaul to have a Betsy fight. I think it's going to be good. So that's what I want to work on today. And even if it ends up taking like a really long time, I'm dedicated to doing it. But welcome back, guys. I want to start today's episode how I've started pretty much every episode this series. I want to say a big, massive thank you to all of you for just being awesome, for liking the video, for coming onto it really quick. I noticed that every episode that I put up, the following episode has a faster response time from you lot. I really appreciate it. You guys have got the channel back on track. I love it. And I'll keep saying thank you. If you keep doing it, I'm very grateful. Like, I'm happy to throw around a thank you. I really, really appreciate it. So I did a little test run of this event. And I have to say, it didn't go the way I wanted it to. And it's because at the end of the fight, I got a bunch of flying enemies. Now, I've had this problem before where, like, the flying enemies are the ones that basically take you out the game and the rest are just really easy. So I've brought along this time some bee nades. I'm actually going to make something else. I'm going to make a bee staff. And the cool thing is, if I crank this out real quick, like this event, I will try and do a good chunk of the Wall of Flesh today, because we still haven't set up the full arena yet. Like, we got to hell in the last episode, but we didn't go the full force, you know what I mean? I didn't use my full force. And I want to use that. So that's what we're going to do. Right. So one of the things I'm going to do is I'm going to grab some of this bee wax and actually make it into something, because I usually just leave it behind because I don't really mess with the bee staff too much. I'm like interested in crafting it and then I always forget to actually activate it. I don't have a summoning station either, the one that you get in the dungeon, because when we're in the dungeon we had such good luck. And it's little things like that. You pass up and you're like, oh, maybe I should have grabbed an alchemist station. Right. Let's begin. So I'll show you the beginning of this fight, but it's going to be like super simple. And you guys know what it's like. This fight is pretty much the exact same every time you do it. So don't worry too much about that. What did your boy say? He gets a bee staff, he doesn't summon it. I literally just did it right then. So yeah, this is how the arena looks. It's not the best designed arena in the world, but it works. It works. I'm going to slap one of these bad boys down. Yeah, I've been pretty much using the Demon Scythe. And like I said, the first 4 rounds, or the first round until the flying enemies went perfect. I never have a problem with the enemies on the floor. It literally is those flying ones. They get me every single time I do this event. It's probably why I don't do it that often, because I just suck at that. So this is it. This is round 1. It's going to be the same for quite a while. So I'll do some jumping today, some jumping around. And it's going to be good. It's going to be a good episode. I'm excited for today. It's nice to be back in the office after YogCon. There is one thing I would like to say about this. I said in the last episode, I'm off on a 3-hour drive. Like, that's really long for me. And it is. It's halfway across England. Put that in perspective, right? You Americans. I'm surprised you even have a toilet in your house, considering how spread out you all make it is. It's like, oh, you want to go to the toilet? Yeah, that's a 7-hour drive. And then it's another 7 hours if you want to get some paper to go along with it. I'm just messing with you guys, but for real, big place. America, very big place. Britain, very small place. Perspective matters. But my 3-hour drive, it actually went super quick. No faults. There was a moment though. It probably wasn't the best. I left my my car in a pretty sketchy car park, I would say. And I got back and there was like a nice big puddle of urine underneath it. So I feel like a select few probably thought that's where I wanna go. You know, they thought I don't want to drive 5 hours to the bathroom. I'll just go on James's car. So that was that. All right. Okay, let me jump some of this up because this is gonna drag if not. Okay, we're coming up to what I believe is the end. Is the Dark Mage the end? I think if you kill the Dark Mage, the event ends, right? Is that right? I feel like people have told me that before and I've forgotten to listen. When's that ever happened before? I've forgotten to listen, right? Oh, must be rare. Alright, we got a trophy and we also spat out some medals. Nice. I actually have now in my possession 7 medals. Da-da-da-da. Amazing. So that's it for the first round. And let's have a little look in here. What changes if you defeat the first round? Is it nothing? Is it something? Yeah, I think it's nothing. Basically, we can spend those medals on more weapons. And if I was to do this again, I would probably get... I love the lightning aura. It's definitely one of my favorites. But the ballista is so good for those flying enemies that it's criminal. It's absolutely criminal not to have one. Okay. Well, we've done that. So it's time to do Wall of Flesh prep. I'm really happy with that, considering it's something I wanted to tick off, and I've done it, like, in the first go. Yeah, can't believe it. Pretty good stuff. But yeah, what we're going to do now is we're going to use some of the obsidian. I went and got some more obsidian. And you're all kind of curious, why didn't I use the obsidian straight away? It's just simply because, I knew I put this in the wrong chest. It's simply because I don't need it for a little while. I need it for my Hellstone, of course, and I also need it for the Cobalt Shield at some point. But I'm not going to be using the Cobalt Shield until the fight, because I don't need that accessory slot. I only use it during the Wall of Flesh fight because it kind of gets you out of those awkward situations. Right, perfect. Okay, now I want to look up on this guide how to get water walking potions, because I can't remember exactly what they're made out of. I feel like it's shark fin and coral, maybe. Oh wow, it's shark fin and water leaf. I don't know if I have any water leaf. I know I have shark fin because I had a little storm and I was grabbing them. So, oh wow, I've got 15 and 15, so I can make plenty of those. So that's perfect. And then I don't think I have any fire blossom for the obsidian, because the obsidian's important. But I'm wondering now if it's probably best to... Here's what I'm thinking. Right, I'm going to get obsidian skin potions from just doing the fight anyway, because I'll get pots and they'll give me obsidian skin because I don't have any fire blossoms. So I'm just like, well, I should probably just clear out a good arena and go from there, because this fight is going to be pretty simple, really. It's going to be a case of walking back, using my water bolt for a good bit of it, and everything else. I might use the demon scythe because we've not been using the demon scythe as much. Or I've not had the chance to use it. Especially in other series. Like, I've not had the chance to use it very much. So, yeah. And then we need bombs. We need lots of bombs today, because we're going to be blowing up. Basically, we're going down to hell to blow up a lot of it, just so that it, like, flows right. So we can, like, do our little, like, maneuvers and stuff. So let me buy a bunch of bombs. We're going to have to turn those into sticky bombs. And this should be good. So I'm actually going to go do this on my own. I could talk over this, but trust me, it's going to take forever. You don't want to see it. It's going to be boring. And then after that, we're going to make potions. It's going to be golden. I think today's going to go really, really well. Like, just judging off what we just did. Yeah, I think we're on track for a winner here. It's good now as well, because I've got like a nice clear path down to hell. We're golden. So a little bit of a progress update. I've pretty much cleared out like as big of an area as I think I'm gonna need, and I'm factoring this in because it's not that big, right? So let me just preface it with that. But what my logic behind it is I have an alchemist NPC now, so I can use wrath and rage potions, which should be a pretty big boost to the character, as well as having like a good amount of magic power potions. But then I also think that it might have a weakness to the water bolt, because obviously it's a big sack of flesh that's kind of on fire, kind of not. Wait, does the Wall of Flesh count as a hell enemy? It's gotta, right? But I'm thinking, because it has that vulnerability to the water bolt, it might just be like a little bit easier than I expect anyway. So that's my logic behind that. So what I'm doing now is I am basically like, I'm using an obsidian skin to just grab like the basic amount of hellstone. Because all I really want is the pickaxe. Because what I'll probably do is I'll probably end up making cobalt armor rather than hellstone. Because cobalt's a lot easier to get than hellstone. And yeah, it's just a natural progression, right? So I'm thinking about doing that. So while I'm doing this, I'm hoping that what I'll get is the demon things, you know, the guide voodoo doll. I need a guide voodoo doll is essentially what I'm trying to say, and I can't remember the name of them. So yeah, I'm doing that. I'll keep you updated if anything changes, but that is the current plan. Okay, guide voodoo doll time, and I'm really hoping I can kill it before I burn to death, because I am currently burning to death. Okay. Hey! Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. Oh, I actually thought he was going to bounce right into that lava. I was like, yeah, this boy be rolling. Okay, so I've got that. I've also got my hellstone. I should actually be golden to just do this now. So, yeah, let's do it now. So, what we got to do is we're going to buy some potions first off. So, here's what we're buying. We buy in regen, iron skin, swiftness. We buy in a few obsidian, a rage, a wrath, 3 mana power, 2 of these bad boys, obsidian skin, heart reach, and a shine. Just for you guys at home with pretty dim monitors. I just want you to know I think about you as well. Yeah, all right. So that actually should be golden. I think that's pretty much all we need. We're going to be good. Did I buy the water walking potions? I did not buy the water walking potions. That would have been the end all of it all. So I will grab a few of you. Grab 5 of them. Yeah, that's it. We're golden to do it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to walk along. Go pick up the guide voodoo doll. Get to the end of the track and just begin. I really do have faith in us. Like, I have faith that this is going to go like really, really well. Because if it doesn't go really, really well, I've mugged myself off. But it's been good. This series has been like so chill so far with progress, and the world's been really, really good to us. Like, this might be one of my fastest wall of flesh kills that I've ever done. I mean, I'm not a speedrunner, right? I'm rubbish. Like, I'm not that level yet. All right, let me go down there anyway and grab my thing. Do you know, it only just clicked with me. I was so hyped about the guide voodoo doll. It only just clicked with me that there's another demon scythe. What's going on with this world? This world just absolutely loves me. Oh my! Look at how messed up the animation for this is. Look, the shield is like on my head. I'm like wearing it as a cap, and like my arm is sticking out. Oh, that's brilliant! I love it. Please never fix it. Please just keep it like that. Please, I want to wear my my helmet for a head. Oh, just beautiful. Just beautiful. Looks real nice. So don't worry if we can't do this first time. I am kind of pushing it a little bit trying to do this first time just in general. But I have a feeling that it's going to go well for me. I feel like it's going to go well. But if it doesn't, there are loads of things that we can improve upon. For example, all of my accessories could probably do with a reforge by now. Because I've not really been paying too much attention to them. So there is that. And then also, I don't know. There's loads you can do, right? There's an absolute ton. This world is so nice to me. I really like how this is laid out. So as you can see, I haven't explored this part of the world yet. But thankfully, because of the fact there's no buildings, we should actually have like a very clear like half of a medium map, which is a lot. Like, it is a lot to do a wall of flesh fight. I mean, I try and do it within half a map on a small world, and I pretty much do it every time I want to do it. There's only every like now and again that it runs over. And this is the kind of thing that you would clip and be like, oh, look at me, I'm going to be fine. I'm going to be absolutely fine. And then, you know, when I lose, you just replay it. Okay, blow that part up because we'll want a clear path there. We'll buff up so that we've got everything ready for us. God, this world goes on forever. How could I ever be worried in a map like this? This literally does go on for absolutely donkeys. Like, am I at the end of the world? Right, I'm at the end of the world. The end of the world is amongst us. In you go! See you later! Way! Okay, awesome. Awesome, awesome. Right, before we go, slap down one of these bad boys. Alright, I'm going to use the demon scythe for a little bit, just to see how it does. If it doesn't really go too well for us, I am going to slap on the water bolt. Now, I will acknowledge this. The top comment on the last episode was essentially, please do it with a book of skulls. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. I'm really, really bad at aiming the Book of Skulls because you essentially, if you guys have ever noticed, you fire a Book of Skulls and then it starts to like wobble around. But basically, it's matching the movements that you make afterwards. So as I'm bobbing up and down, it's like trying to lock onto me. I find it to be slightly irritating, so I don't ever use it. I won't lie. Like, it's definitely nothing I ever go to. If I'm gonna do if I'm ever gonna do any fight, I'm not doing it that way. All right, so just then you could see our water walking ran out, but thankfully, that's the potion you want to run out. Like, you don't want obsidian skin to run out, basically. So as you can hear, I'm getting crits pretty frequently. And every time you hear the little crit noise, you can see that I actually end up, like, doing a little bit more damage, which is cool. I mean, you all know how the crit feature works. I'm just, like, I'm directing your eyes to what I find interesting so far. So, Demon Scythe is going very, very well. Pretty much as good as I would expect from a Water Bolt, honestly. Let me give it a second to rattle up. The only thing is with the Water Bolt is when you're in situations like this, where there's, like, a bigger wall in front of you, with the Water Bolt, at least, you can, you know, you're like firing around like this, and you know it's going to get there eventually. So I might actually swap over to the Water Bolt for a little bit, just for the last remaining part of this fight. It's probably quicker with the Water Bolt, to be honest, because it's about every successful hit that you land, isn't it, for the crit. Now I'm going to go back to the Demon Scythe. I'm all over the place, honestly. I'm kind of enjoying just like having a mess of stuff. The only problem with this is to really make it effective, you have to keep it pretty close by the wall of flesh. And obviously, as we all know, it's only going to get quicker. Alright, so, alright, I'm up to here. So I'd say, like, we're halfway through the halfway. Does that make sense? Probably not. Alright, back to the Water Bolt. I should have been going back to the Water Bolt a while ago. I got to remember this for when I'm in these situations where I've got, like, a good few seconds of time remaining, basically, and I'm just, like, lingering around. Situations like this. Okay, the fight is going spectacular though. I'm gonna try and get it a little bit closer to me. I actually want to like win this, so I need to hurry up with my actions basically. Okay, I'm trying to think of where we are. Like, we're a quarter of the way through. We've got a quarter left basically of track that we've actually cleared out. And I don't know if this is like a victory or not. I feel like I've squandered some opportunities with the Water Bolt, basically. That's the vibe I'm getting. But if I can just keep this focused, keep hitting it. The good thing is the Demon Scythe is basically like shredding through them. Keep on top of my buffs and keep a good movement. I should be fine. I should be fine. The only thing that's going to kill me is if I end up basically just like running out of track at this point, which I don't think I'm gonna. I think I'm gonna make it before then. Oh, oh. Oh, I love Overhaul. I'm having a blast doing this. Is this so different? Like, as somebody who's played Terraria for like over 2,000 hours, like, this feels different. I like that. Oh! Boy, we did it. Boy, we did it first time. First time. And we got a music disc. We actually haven't listened to any of the music so far, and we probably should. Right. So because we've done that... Did you just see that? I just critted one of the worms. Amazing. Right, because we're doing this, I'm just going to quickly kill some of these enemies. I'll do this real quick, and I'll jump this around, but I need to kill some of these enemies and mine some of this hellstone. Oh, one thing, I see this all the time. Oh, James, why aren't you using Vein Miner? It's simply because it doesn't work with Overhaul. Because I totally would be using Vein Miner. It's really good for filming videos, really. It just speeds things up a bit. You're going to mine it anyway, right? Why not mine it a bit more quickly? Okay? Right, I'll see you guys in a second. I'm just going to grab enough for a pick. I might actually be there already, but it's always best to be safe. Okay, I'm dying. I had to come out of there. I had to dip pretty quickly. Let's just double check though. Oh, I didn't even grab a Hellforge. What am I even worried about? So let me put away some of this stuff. Oh, nice. Okay. Let's see what's inside. So, before I open it, here's what I would like. I would like a ranger emblem. It's a warrior emblem. I thought that was going to be like this big like moment of truth. Okay, really cool. So we got a breaker blade, which is funny. It swings you forward, or what does it look like when you charge it? It's just like a normal sword. Yeah, kind of cool. So that's done. That's literally it. We got the wall of flesh out of the way, and we also did tier 1 of the Old One's army. Now, I don't know if we're going to do... I'm going to leave this for today. I don't think I want to do some mining on camera. I feel like mining could be pretty boring. But in the next episode, we're going to do some mining. but we're going to do it in bulk. So we'll go from like cobalt, mithril, titanium. We'll do it all in a wanna, and then we'll do some bosses. Maybe tomorrow we'll have a boss. I'm not too sure. It depends on how quick we do this. So as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you haven't already, maybe consider clicking the like button, and if you haven't, maybe consider clicking the subscribe button and joining us on this adventure. Right, see you in the next one, guys. Peace.